Welcome to this complete tutorial on how to set up your Gmail account in Microsoft Outlook. In this guide, I'll walk you through everything step by step, showing you not just one but two different methods to connect Gmail with Outlook using IMAP and POP3. By the end of this video, you'll understand how each setup works, what the differences are, and which one might be better for you. So let's dive right in, and if you find this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech guides. First, let's start with the IMAP setup, which is easiest and most recommended way for most users. IMAP allows you to sync your Gmail with Outlook so that whatever happens in one place, whether you read, delete, or move an email automatically updates in the other. To start, open Microsoft Outlook. Once it's open, click on File, then Add Account. You'll see a window where you can enter your Gmail address. Below that, select Advanced Options and click the box that says, Let me set up my account manually. After that, click on Connect. Now Outlook will give you a few options for how to set up your account. Choose Google. This will open a Google sign-in screen. Enter your Gmail address again, click Next, then type in your password. At this stage, Google may ask you to verify that it's really you, usually by sending a notification to your phone. Approve that on your device, then back in Outlook, scroll down and click Allow when prompted to give Outlook permission to access your Gmail. Once that's done, you'll see a message saying your account was successfully added. Click Done and you're ready to go. When you open Outlook now, you'll see your Gmail listed in the sidebar as a separate mailbox. If you expand it, you'll notice folders like Inbox, Sent, Drafts, and any custom labels you've made in Gmail. For example, if you create a new label called Test in your Gmail account online, then go back to Outlook and click Send/Receive All Folders, that new label will appear as a folder inside Outlook too. This is the beauty of IMAP. Everything you do online mirrors what you see in Outlook. Delete an email here and it's deleted there. Move a message here and it moves there. Everything stays synced automatically. Now let's talk about POP3 setup. POP3 works very differently. Instead of syncing both ways, it downloads copies of your emails from Gmail onto your computer. This means whatever happens in Outlook doesn't reflect on Gmail. They're separate. This is great if you want to keep offline copies of your emails or create backups. But to use POP3, you need to prepare your Gmail account first. Go to your Gmail online, click your profile picture, and select Manage your Google account. In the search bar at the top, type two-step verification and click on it. If you haven't turned on two-step verification yet, you'll need to do that first. Click Get Started, Continue, and enter your phone number. Choose to receive a text message, and when Google sends you code, enter it and click Next, then turn on. Once that's enabled, go back to your Google account home, search for App Password and click on it. You'll now be able to create a unique password for Outlook. Choose Mail as the app and Windows Computer as the device, or give it a custom name like Outlook. Then click Create and Google will generate a 16-character password. Copy this since you'll need it soon. Now go back to your computer and open the control panel. Make sure View By option is set to either large icons or small icons. Find and click on Mail. In the window that opens, click on Email Accounts, then select New. Select Manual Setup or Additional Server Types, then click Next. Choose POP or IMAP, then click Next again. Here's where you enter your information. Type your name, your Gmail address, and make sure POP3 is selected. The incoming mail server should be pop.gmail.com and the outgoing mail server should be smtp.gmail.com. For your username, type your full Gmail address again. For the password, paste the app password you generated earlier. Leave Add a New Outlook Data File checked, then click More Settings. Go to the Outgoing Server tab and make sure the box is checked that says My outgoing server requires authentication. Leave the default option selected. Next, go to Advanced tab. Under Incoming Server POP3, select the option This server requires an encrypted connection. The port number should automatically change to 995. If it doesn't, type it manually. For the outgoing server, choose SSL or TLS from the drop-down and set the port to 465. Below that, you'll see an option to leave a copy of messages on the server. If you want your Gmail to keep a copy of every email, make sure this is checked. You can also choose to remove messages after 14 days to avoid filling up your Google storage. Gmail gives you 15 GB of free space, so keep that in mind. Now click OK, then Next, and Outlook will test your settings. You should see both Test Pass successfully. Click Close, then Finish. Now you'll see another Gmail account added to Outlook, but this time as a POP3 setup. You'll notice that unlike IMAP, this version doesn't include custom folders or labels. If you create a folder in Outlook called Test2, it won't appear in Gmail because POP3 doesn't sync that way. The big advantage of POP3, however, is performance. It downloads your emails faster and doesn't rely on constant syncing like IMAP does. This means fewer errors and your emails are stored locally on computer. Go to Mail and click on Data Files. You'll notice something interesting. Your IMAP accounts are saved as .ost files, which are temporary cache files, while your POP3 account is stored as a .pst file, which contains permanent offline copies of your emails. This is perfect if you want to make backups or keep an archive of your emails on external device. Here's a final tip if you decide to use POP3 setup. Go back to Email tab, select your Gmail POP account, and in the username field, use the word resend followed by colon before your email address. So it looks like this: resend colon your name @gmail.com. What this does is make sure Outlook downloads every single email from your Gmail inbox, even the recent ones it might have missed. After doing that, click Next to test again, and you'll see that everything still works perfectly. And that's it. You've successfully set up Gmail and Outlook both through IMAP and POP3. Remember, IMAP syncs your email across devices, making it ideal if you use multiple devices to check mail. POP3, on the other hand, keeps everything local and is better for backups or when you want to download your messages. That's all for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.